How Amaka lost her sister part 2. So when the Uber man took a different route, that's when Amaka then shouted that, "Sir, this is not where we are going to. That is not a direction." But Elizabeth, her sister, shouted and shut her up and told her to keep quiet. That the Uber man is just trying to take a different direction so that they will reach there faster. He's trying to take a shorter route. So Amaka then kept quiet. She kept quiet, and after a short while, the Uber driver then noticed the curiosity on Amaka's face. He then decided to vibe with them. Then he put on a music, and Elizabeth and her friend started vibing to the song and telling the Uber driver to increase the volume. All of a sudden, the Uber driver then took them into a bush. He drove into the bush. By then, Amaka, and Elizabeth's friend had already fallen asleep. While they were vibing to the song, the Uber driver spread something in the car that made them fall asleep. He took them deep into the bush and kept them there. By the time Amaka woke up, she saw many other young girls being tied up in the bush. To her greatest shock, she saw her sister and the friend be both naked. That's when she touched them and they opened their eyes. So when Amaka tapped them and they woke up, they opened their eyes. Elizabeth and her friend began crying, and they all started crying together. Elizabeth then brought the idea that they should all pray. They should pray to God so God can help them. Amaka was shocked that so her sister now wants to pray, and they all prayed together. In the middle of their prayer, while they were praying, a man came outside from the building. The man was huge. He came outside from the building, then pointed at Elizabeth, that let Elizabeth follow him, but Elizabeth refused. That's when two other men then came outside and joined him and joined the man. They took the three of them into the building, laid them on the floor, and performed some ritual on them. By the time the ritual was completed, they took Elizabeth's friend, lay her on a table, and Amaka and Elizabeth watched as they slaughtered the friend. They became very, very scared. Amaka continued praying and praying. He reached Elizabeth's turn. They also slaughtered Elizabeth. While they slaughtered Elizabeth and have slaughtered her friend, they take them into a different room, where they are going to harvest their organ. Amaka kept praying. He reached Amaka's turn. They took Amaka, lay her on the table. While they are about to strike the sword on her, to slaughter her, a light shone on their face, and they were not able to succeed. So the master then told them that they should take Amaka and go and dump her by the roadside, which they did. By the time Amaka opened her eyes, she saw that she escaped from there. She saw herself on the roadside. That is, and she was very weak to walk home. But when she was walking home, that is when a car then stopped, and the woman offered to give her a lift, which she agreed, and the woman took her home. Amaka then went to her mother, hugged her mother. She and the mother started crying. She then told the mother about what happened. She told the mother about what happened in the bush. The mother wept. They both wept and mourned the late sister Elizabeth. After a week, the mother then decided that Amaka and herself should go to the police station and report the case. And they did. They went to the police station, told the police everything. And with the help of technology, the police were able to track them because of Elizabeth's phone was still in the bush there. So they tracked the phone, they tracked Elizabeth's phone and into the bush, and the police apprehended all of them, apprehended all the people that was there, and saved some other people who were not unalive at that time. So when the police took them to the station, they questioned them and they were able to get some of the men who came to buy body parts from them and arrested them. Some years later, the government then decided to build a police station in that location, and they demolished that building where the wicked activity was being carried out. They demolished it and built a police station right there. And that was how Amaka lost her sister and was saved by the help of God. The end.